Hey, what's going on, guys? Legend here, bringing you another video. This one's going to be talking about ninjas in Halo, and more specifically during Halo 5. The reason I'm covering this video is because there's a lot of users who, despite knowing what a ninja is, are finding it difficult to actually execute them properly, and some people may not even know how to actually do a ninja or what they are. So I'm going to be talking about why you would ninja someone, what a ninja is, more specifically to start with, the benefits of doing it, and also why people find it so cool when you see a player do it in a tournament. The casters get hyped, the crowd get hyped, everyone loses their mind.
So is commonly as we jump on board with him.
Oh,
Nade against the back on the overshield.
Because it's fun. This video began from a user request. As you can see here, the viewer was having a bit of a difficulty actually executing their ninja. They found that they was getting backsmacked, and you know, there's quite a few reasons this could happen, but most of the time it's basically due to their timings off, and people forget that radar's a thing. So any decent player would just notice that when you're going around the corner, and not just that, it's kind of obvious a lot of the time way people do it. So we're going to be talking about counter strategies to that as well. Okay, so let me talk about what a ninja actually is. So a ninja is when a player is getting shots into another player, and then the one who's getting shot reverses the situation by jumping backwards over that player's head, unexpectedly to the other player, getting the back smack on them when they're full health, or maybe sort of just a bit weak, and getting the kill on them for free. Therefore, reversing the situation where they may have been one shot or were down bad, basically. Where that player that had an upper hand and they just reverse the situation. You can do this with a thrust, you can do this without a thrust. They have their own difficulties, and some makes it easier, but also some issues that come with them. There's actually variations of a ninja as well, so we just discussed about being able to jump over someone's head. You can also thrust, but in addition to this, you can do a variation where you actually jump forward over a person's head and turn around doing a 180 and then get the back smack. This is a hell of a lot harder to pull off because the player can see you do it. It requires great reaction time, and on top of that, you leave yourself vulnerable for an easy kill on yourself. That's the biggest issue, but it's also very difficult to pull off due to the timing and being able to execute all the buttons quick enough. So that's essentially what a ninja is. So let me just do this like with a little illustration. Let's just say you have two Spartans. You got Master Chief over by here. He's shooting this guy, okay? And then this guy goes around the corner to bait a ninja, and he then jumps backwards as the Chief is chasing him. So he then goes over the player's head, instantly gets the back smack, and boom, the Chief is now dead. That's basically what a ninja is, okay? So the reason why you would want to do a ninja is because, as I mentioned just before, it's reversing a situation where the other player had an upper hand and you were getting the kill on the player. On top of that, it's quite humiliating. That's why you see casters, crowd, players lose their mind when a player actually hits a ninja on in a tournament at LAN. It's really good to hit, and it's just kind of fun, to be honest, especially when you're reversing situations where like they have an overshield. This is where it's really good. If you don't have any sticky grenades or teammates to melt them with, majority of the time you're just going to die instantly to the overshield guy. Whereas if you ninja the overshield guy, you've just reversed an entire situation which was completely unwinnable in 99% of circumstances. And on top of that, as I mentioned, you know, it's humiliating. So to be able to do a ninja, you need to be able to time things correctly, okay? So we're going to run through a video real quick and sort of look at the timing and how you would actually pull one off in-game. Okay, so here's a clip example. This is a ninja I hit on stream the other night. It's on a guy with overshield. He had rockets as well. So that's a situation I'm going to lose 9 times out of 10, especially when I don't really have many people around me. I don't actually have any sticky grenades currently either. And let's just watch what happens. You'll see that I'm on the stairs and that I see him pop up on radar. You know, I'm trying to listen out. I'm trying to hear things. I'm trying to see on the radar whether someone's around the area as I'm pushing the blue bend. And I'll notice he's there. You want to, when they're roughly around about 2, maybe 3 meters out, that's sort of when you need to do the jump backwards, because you don't want to jump too far. You don't want to jump too little. Otherwise, you're going to miss the melee or end up getting backsmacked, which is the case with the video viewer from earlier on, where they were just jumping too early, and so the other guy had the chance to just backsmack them easily. So let's watch this really quick. Okay, so we capture blue bend. As you can see, I'm going inside, and now I notice a guy on radar. So I time it, and I get the backsmack. Now let's take this back a little bit, okay? We can see he's coming up the stairs, and this is roughly where you need to start timing your jump. It's when they're on like this inner circle and they're just about to touch the middle circle. So that's roughly a couple of meters. So that's the way you want to aim for, if you can see my cursor currently. So once you've done that, You want to just aim straight for the ninja. As you can see, I'm sort of timing it. I know he's coming. I'll turn around real quick. As you can see, I've jumped as he hit the circle right in the middle. I turn around and I get the back smack. So that's when you want to do it. And that's also how you sort of time it. Oh, ninja camo. Nice. Oof, no, that guy's got OS. Yes! Yes! Let's go! Okay, so there's a few things you need to be aware of, okay? We've looked at how to do a ninja. Now we need to sort of talk about why you got to be careful. So if you're going to do a thrust back ninja, so this way you just jump over the head by using a thrust to assist you, you got to be careful with this because not only are you going to go further, so you need to adjust your sort of distance in terms of meters and how far back you're going to go, but also your timing because you're going to get there a lot quicker. So with thrust back ninja, I feel like these are better for when the player's further back, obviously, but also when you can hit them real quick. If you have fast reaction times and you hear someone behind you instantly, or you can just see them pop up on the radar, that's like the perfect time. They're a lot easier to hit in that sense, but at the same time you appear on the radar, so you need to keep that in mind because any decent player will hear the thrust, they'll also see it on the radar. You've got to be instant with your reaction times and you just got to be careful to use it. Now the other one is where you just jump without the thrust, and this one requires better timing. It's harder to pull off in Halo 5 due to the thrust mechanic, but at the same time you don't appear on the radar, you don't really make any noise either, especially if you're doing it from a stutter step. That's when you're sort of walking slow, you tap the stick, and it basically walks you without making any noise or very little. So that's what you got to keep in mind, okay? So now I want to talk about how to do the ninjas while a player's sort of expecting it or when there's actually good players. So you need to basically distract the player or bait them. So a good way to do this is to go around the corner. If they're expecting you to do a ninja, what you could do is just shoot your gun. So then they're getting the cue that they're thinking, okay, he's now in another fight. So they're thinking you're now fighting, so they're going to run up to you to try and get the finish off, and then you can just surprise them with the kill. Obviously, you got to be careful because when you shoot, you're going to appear on the radar, and other people will see you on the team, etc. But at the same time, this is a good way to bait it out. The other thing to do as well is you could just activate sprint real quick to show you on the radar, move yourself and position yourself differently, and again, go for it. So realistically, the whole point of this video is just to help out everyone trying to hit it. So you want to time it roughly a few meters away. Thrusting, you're going to be a bit further, not very much so. And also with thrust, you want to kind of be careful of the radar itself and the noise you make. Now that you've watched that, thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate you checking out the channel. This one was again a short video. I normally wouldn't cover this, but a viewer was having difficulties doing it, and I love implementing ninjas into my gameplay. If you've ever seen my streams, my YouTube videos, my shorts, my competitive matches, even sometimes, you know, I love doing a ninja kill. It just feels great. Please consider subscribing and liking the video if you enjoy the content. It really does help the channel grow. So thanks for watching anyway. Catch you guys later.